This is the official ACT.org question of the day for Sunday, November 22nd, 2015, and I'm going to show you how to answer it. Which of the following is divisible by 3 with no remainder? Now this one's pretty easy. You're allowed to use a calculator on the ACT. So you just punch each one of those in, divide by 3, and see which one gives you a whole number. And you're done. Just for fun, let's say that your calculator died, or you forgot to bring it, or you brought it but you didn't check and it's one of the calculators that's not allowed. So how in the world are you going to do this problem without a calculator? Well, one thing you can do is take some numbers that you know and multiply them by another number to get close to one of these bigger numbers. For example, if something's divisible by 3, we know very quickly that 3 is divisible by 3. That's pretty easy. That also means that 30 is divisible by 3. 300 is divisible by 3. 3000 is divisible by 3. That also works for any multiples of 3, like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and so on. So if you look at this first one, the first two digits here are 27. 27 is a multiple of 3, because 3 times 9 is 27. That also means that 2,700 is a multiple of 3. So then all we have to do is check here. So there's going to be, if 2,700 is a multiple of 3, then so is 2,703, 2,706, 2709, 2712, 2715, 2718, 2721, 2724, and 2727. So that's not a multiple of 3. And we can do the same thing here, but this one's a little different because 42 is a multiple of 3, but it's not one of those that's really commonly known right off the top of your head. But you can, anything that's a multiple of 6 would also be a multiple of 3. That one is a pretty common one. 6 times 7 is 42. So 42 is a multiple of 3. So then you just have to check if this is a multiple of 3. Since 10's not, that one's out. And then you'll notice here, this is another easy one. That's why I jumped down here. 81 is a multiple of 9, which means it's also a multiple of 3. So then you just have to check 5. 5 is not a multiple of 3. So that one's out. And then they try to trick you here by throwing this 3 on the end to make you think it's divisible by 3. But we know that 6 is divisible by 3. So is 6,000. And even if you don't know, you can tell pretty quickly that 200 is not divisible by 3. Because you can use the same thing where we added zeros to the end. You can take zeros off. So you can check in 20. We know 20 is not divisible by 3. So that means that 200 is not divisible by 3. Which means that 6,200 is not divisible by 3. So if 6,200 is not divisible by 3, then adding 3 to it is not going to make it divisible by 3. So that one's out. So that one's your answer, but just to check it, I'll show you how I did it using this method. And what I did with this one is I actually went up. So these first two digits are 4 and 4. I went up to 45. Because 45 is a multiple of 3. Or it is divisible by 3. Because 3 times 15 is 45. So that means that 4,500 is divisible by 3. So I counted backwards by 3's. So 4,497, 4,494, and so on. And you'll notice if you do that a few times, you'll count back to this. And these numbers are, if you recognize these numbers, are 4,500 minus 3, minus 6, minus 9, minus 12, minus 15, minus 18. So this is 4,500 minus 18. So it is a multiple of 3. It is divisible by 3. If you have any questions about this one, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Just leave those questions in the comments or email me directly at andrew@avmathcoach.com. I do read everything. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this.